Are we working?
Yes.
We're working.
Yes.
Look at us. A couple of modern girls. That's what we are.
Oh my God, man. This is crazy. Whew.
Yeah? Why is that?
Oh man, because you have no idea the effect you've had on my life. You really don't. It's
Tell me what that effect is.
of course.
I am so honored to hear you say that. And when you guys say stuff like I am so like I'm so humbled by that. And I love hearing your stories. So please give me your
Of
story
course.
here.
So, first of all, like what I do at my interviews before we like actually talk is I give people what I call roses, and it's just give them my appreciation and thanks for all that they've done. So that's what I
Thank
always
you.
do. So, first of all, thank you so much for agreeing to doing this. I'm beyond excited that you agreed. I remember when that you said you would love to do it. I jumped out of my seat. Like I physically jumped. I was
Is that
so
right?
excited. Yeah, I was so excited. So
Yeah.
just I was so excited. So just thank you so
I
much.
fucking love that. I
Yeah,
love that. That to me is the best use of whatever notoriety I have is that if someone can take that much joy out of it, you know how easy it is for me to do that. It's like just, yeah, hey man, how are you? I love that it's that simple to make friends. And it's what a blessing for me. So thanks for that.
absolutely. And just thank you for giving your life to a career that changes so many people's lives, that makes people happy, who could make someone's day better, who could inspire people. I mean, you play Frank Woods, like you could have inspired someone to join the military. Like, could you, like that effect on people is just immensely powerful. I remember waking up Saturday mornings playing Call of Duty, Black Ops right here. I remember playing Call of Duty and had to turn down the TV whenever Frank started cursing, so my mom wouldn't kill me. You know,
Dude,
so
I've heard that story so many times. I've had so many parents. I do Comic Cons,
yeah.
and I see a parent standing there tapping her toe. And I go, ma'am, first of all, up front, I want to apologize for the language. You know, I blame everybody else but myself. I go, listen, it's, you know, it is, we try to keep it sanitary, but it's too much fun to swear. She goes, I know, but you tune it down a bit. I go, all right, next game I'll tune it down. Never happens.
Right. What is one childhood memory that you would say defines you as a person?
Say that question again.
What is one childhood memory that you have that you would say defines you as a person in a positive way?
Oh, well, here's the thing. If you look back at your history, anything but positive, you're doomed for self-destruction. So everything we have that's happened to us, for us, around us, has got to be transformed into a positive idea. Even if my father was he was a mess. You know, I've been stabbed by my father, and you have to turn everything into some type of strength. No
Right.
matter no matter what the drama is, no matter how much how personally violated you feel, you have to. It's imperative you turn it into a strength. If not, it will destroy you. So there's nothing in my past that is not positive. Uh, there are some that are more joyful than others,
Right.
absolutely. And man, I have thousands of these. Um, Something that's relative to Call of Duty. Man, we played Army all the time. I mean, back in the day, there was, you know, nobody had a lot of money, but we kind of were in the country a little bit, and we had backyards, we had woods, and man, you pick up a stick, and that was your M14. Back in the day, it was an M14. And when
All
the
right.
best Christmas of my life, there was this brand of guns, fake guns that came out, and they had like a Western gun, they had a safari rifle, and the M14. It had an operating mag. It actually shot plastic bullets. I mean, it would never fly today. I mean, we take each
Right.
other's eyes out with them, but it was a replica. It was a 3/4 size M14. That was the weapon that I grew up knowing. And man, when I got one of those, and I go out and play Army it's like I played Army all the time, and you know, as some very good friends in the neighborhood, and they we all played Army. That's what we did on Saturday. Hey, let's play Army, and we all come down. Oh, let me use the Johnny rifle. Let me use that. You know, we always had we made grenades out of water balloons. You know, you know, or then we couldn't afford those, so we just use apples. You know, whatever. You know, or just clumps that we have a clump. All right, you call it. I'm calling clumps of grenades. This is a grenade. So you get something. You pick a clump of grass. This is a grenade. So everyone knows it's a grenade, right? You got to play by the rules,
right?
And so, you know, and you had the arguments about who shot who first. Oh no, and then some of the best acting moments. I remember there was this kid. What was his name? Billy something. And I remember, no, Mike Fletcher, my buddy Mike Fletcher. We're playing Army, and I'm waiting in the bushes, and I come up, bang, 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 and he literally threw his weapon and kind of did a swan dive backwards into a pile of bushes. It was the greatest moment of my life. It's like I thought I really shot him. I go, oh shit! Wait a minute, no, it's just fake, you know. And that was the greatest acting moment I've ever seen him. Mike Fletcher dying from I ambushed him good, man. He never saw me coming. I got all those words in it. He just that's a good memory. Does that work?
Yeah, that's a good one. I've never had memories. I was kind of like that. I mean, I grew up in the city, so it's kind of hard to do sort of stuff like that. I do remember.
It's harder. Yes.
I do remember.
If you play Army in the city, you make a shot for real. So
yes.
You know, that's the thing. So you gotta be careful. Take care of your life always. Never have a gun out in public. That it's like it only brings problems, man.
Right.
You know, you brandish a weapon, you better be. It's time to pull the trigger, and that has got to be the worst day of your life. If you carry a gun, which I do, and I have resolved that the worst day of my life is if I fail to get myself out of a circumstance and I have to resort to using that. Like the biggest failure of my life is going to be if I cannot extricate myself from a circumstance. That means no matter what anybody says about me, even they punch me in the fucking head. If I can't get out of there, if I got to pull that sidearm as protection, it means I failed miserably as a human being. And that's the only way you can have a gun and take care of, you know, and be responsible. To know that if I have to use it, it means I have failed as a human being. You know who I learned that from?
Who?
Sergeant Tim Surratt, the head of LAPD arms. He trains people how to, you know, he trains cops on how to shoot guns, and that's his philosophy from day one. He's a hockey buddy of mine for 30 years. He brought me up some training, and he said, "This is our philosophy. You know, it's the worst day of your fucking life, and it means you have failed." Now, he hasn't worked in a few years, so I don't know what's going on, but that's how I feel about that. So that's a very important thing for me. And yeah, so I don't know how I digress on that. We're having some fun conversation now. I'm talking fucking heavy shit. So yeah, I get it, man. In the city, doing different shit. I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
Most definitely. Yeah,
I have a city story for you. I moved to New York City.
I'm from New York.
What part?
Queens.
You from Queens?
Yeah.
Love me some Queens, man. I was down on 44th Street, and when I moved to New York, I was on 45th and 9th, Hell's Kitchen. This is back in the day, man. Back in the 80s. I moved in 1986, 85, 86. I just got done playing hockey. Didn't make a lot of money as a hockey player, but I was there trying to figure my life out, and I wanted to stay in shape. And like, I'm from a small town, so you can run on a road. There's nobody on. There's high school tracks, and I couldn't figure out how to work out. And there's this kid, and I used to walk through the neighborhood. One day I'm walking down the street, and there's these huge parking lots, right? And this is what I learned about when I became a coach. I learned about perspective of opportunity. And I got nowhere to run. It's New York. There's nowhere to run. And I saw these two kids living down the street from me. And they were jogging inside the parking lot. And then I stopped, and they would do pull-ups on the street, on the lights, like the traffic lights. Mm-hmm. They had V's, and the kid this guy be doing, and he was jacked. I mean, I wish I could be that jacked. And he was doing these pull-ups and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This guy is 3 times as jacked as I am. And I go, it changed my life forever. I go, oh, and I really took an appreciation of people living in the city, because for me, I was seeing what wasn't there. I was like, well, it doesn't have this. And then from that day forward, oh my, there's so much. It is what you make it. It is what you turn it into. And yeah, man, now, with all the disease and shit now they know about, I'm not sure grabbing onto grabbing onto that right now is a great idea anymore.
Right.
But back in the day for me, it was just it was one of the best educational moments I've ever had. And just a couple kids, neighborhood kids running around in a parking lot. Oh my God, the park, what a great place to run. It's safe, there's no traffic. It's like, it's it's twice the size of a running track, you know, like it's perfect. It's perfect.
Right. Yeah. That's a great example. You just gotta deal with the hand you've been dealt, you know? So do you come from a family of people in the entertainment industry, or did you get pushed into that yourself?
You are funny. My family has no idea what I do. My mom, she has no idea what I do for a living. None.
Wow.
She doesn't get it. It makes no sense to her. I get a call one day. Hey, Jim, it's Mom. I'm here with your cousin. What's that pinball game you play? What? You know, the pinball game you play all the time. I go, what? Pinball game. I go, wait a minute. Do you mean the video game? Yeah, the pinball game. With the soldiers in the army. I go, you mean Call of Duty? She goes, yeah, that's it. Here, talk to your cousin. He's in Call of Duty. And she had no idea. Wow. No idea at all. She thought it was a pinball game. She had no concept of what a game, right? They're a video game, a pinball game. You know that pinball game you play, you know, with the soldiers in the armies. So,
oh my God.
So I hope that answers your question about. Man, I am from my father had a 6th grade education, raising alcoholic, in and out of jail, in and out of mental institutions. Tried to work as a factory worker. So no, he didn't have. But what my father was is he told great stories. He come from South Boston, just a hell of a life. You know, if I had it tough, he had it a lot tougher than I did. And he joined the Merchant Marines. So he had all these stories of being in the Merchant Marine, which is like a sailor, and you know, going to Tokyo Bay and going all these different stories. And I loved his stories. You know, he was just a great storyteller. So I think that was my impetus, because I've always been to really spin a good story. I've always been able to tell a good story, and I think that is the genesis of my of being this. But as far as being in the business, oh, no. My father broke 3 of my guitars before I learned how to play.
Wow.
Yeah. And they weren't good guitars. I mean, I used to get them for my drugstore for $3, you know. He couldn't tune it. And I just tried to bang it. He would just get drunk, come home, and just break the guitar. You know, so it took a while. There wasn't a lot of acceptance to that. I was a hockey player. I had violence was bred into me as a way of success. You know, like a lot of people who are born, like, I'm not going to say underprivileged, but people who are financially challenged, you know, and you have, because sometimes that's a great asset. It gives you a drive.
Right, exactly.
It gives you, like you see a lot of rich kids who can't make something of themselves, well, because they don't have the drive, because they never felt like they're going to starve to death. And there's a certain value to that if you can harness it. And so I think a lot of why I'm comfortable today, and I feel like I'm successful, is that, you know, I grew up hard, man. I grew up with a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of obstacles, but you know, there's something in me that allowed me to transform those into, you know, finding opportunity. So, and I think that, again, that has so much to do with playing in the backyard army, because you're always trying to figure out, you know, playing tag, playing sports with the kids in the neighborhood, playing football, playing basketball, doing all these sports, like learning how to solve problems within your group, you know, and I think that really is part of what the ingredients for success is for anybody. I know it's for me, that's true. So in terms of my family being my father had no clue. They were happy that I was a pro hockey player. I played pro hockey, but it's because he used to complain I didn't fight enough. He wanted me to fight. I'm 5'11", 190 pounds. I'm not built for that. You know, I'm built to, but being a battering ram was his idea. And he was right. It got me a level of success, but I couldn't sustain it. And it wasn't fun. Getting hurt all the time is not fun.
Yeah.
So no, they had no fuck. Still don't. They have no idea what I do. They have no idea what I do.
Right. Oh, wow.
Even when I'm on TV. Even when I'm doing TV shows. Oh, yeah, we saw you on that show. I was on General Hospital a couple of years. My grandmother loved it. She had no idea what it was. Are you really hitting those girls? You shouldn't hit Becky. I go, Graham, it's not real. Goes, why did you say that to Johnny? That was so mean. I go, Graham, it's a TV show. Hey, even at that point, my girlfriend all the time gets pissed off at me. I was on a show called Make It or Break It, and basically I played this coach who was accused. We never found out if he was accused of inappropriate behavior with one of the gymnasts. And she was livid at me. How dare you? My children watch that. You got to tell me because you're. And she called me a pedophile. I go, no, the character. No, the character was. I have it all the time, man. So people have no idea that it's just make believe. Now I take that as a compliment that I'm that fucking good that they believe me. But I go, you do know I'm not a pedophile, right? That's in because you do have 2 daughters. You know that I don't do that. Never had. You know this. It's an act. You know. Well, it's on there. It's on screen. Had another one too. I made this video of me. I'm on the toilet, right? And she got livid. You're in the bathroom and they're filming you while you're going in the bathroom. I go, I wasn't going to the bathroom. It was set up. It was just. I can't. People who are in the business sometimes just don't get it.
Don't get it, right?
Believe, man.
Right. Dang. Right? Oh my God. All those stories, man. Jeez. Oh, you got it rough, man. Goodness. I don't know if I could deal with
again, there's somebody who's not doing it. It's just part of the process, man. It's like, you know, and it goes good too. I have people who give me great deference because I play a soldier in a video game. I've been in combat. I've been in Afghanistan in combat zones, and they treat me like I'm a captain. I have military personnel taking orders from me because I'm Sergeant Woods. Sergeant. Like I have, and I'm like, okay, you do know it's a character. I'm not military. Right. Oh, sorry. So, I mean, especially in the military, where you know some of these guys who are basically on fire bases in Afghanistan and stuff. That's all they got is a video game. They're isolated in the desert. They can't go anywhere, and they have this rec center, and they got Call of Duty set up, and they play this game. And sometimes they can't use internet, so they play this game thousands of hours, and that means they're talking to me. And I walk in the room there, they think they know me. They think I am their best. Oh, what's come here? And like the conversation, I go, I just met you, dude. And he's telling me, and you know, it after a while, I just got able to accept it. Okay, how you doing, man? You know, because you don't want it's hey, sir, I take the love, man. I'll take it in all the time. Right. Sometimes it's useful. Sometimes we have been able to help young men turn their lives around. You know, there's a couple suicide watches we got connected with, and I am so thankful that this character of Woods allowed somebody to feel valued enough to not want to take their own lives. Like if me being this idiot just barking out lines arbitrarily can give meaning enough to someone that they decide they want to live, then I should do this for free. You know, I'm not, but the idea is that the fact that it can have that effect, it brings me to tears, man. I have so many great stories about the effects of Call of Duty on families and people. I have hundreds of stories. It's amazing. Like, you know, like you just said, it's, oh my God, the impact. I'm happy it is. And it's not by accident either, by the way.
Absolutely. Yep. I was about to say, like, this was destined for you. Like, this was always going to happen for you. Always going to.
Well, no, that's not true. This was an accident. No, you're right. You're right. It is true, but not in the linear fashion. When I say it's designed, because I was a hockey coach for 20 years, and I worked with a lot of, you know, I was in New York City, I work with a lot of kids at risk. And I've lost a few to gunfire, to drugs. I've lost a lot of, I remember sitting there one day and one of my favorite, and this kid was always what a great athlete, young Hispanic guy, just a great athlete, about to become a really good hockey player. Just, kids like that who just are skilled, just athletes, they can do anything. But his attitude, he was such a street kid. He's so angry and so defiant and rebellious. And I was hard on him. Like, dude, you can't fucking talk to me like that. But he was getting some respect. We were making great progress. I remember I wanted to have a conversation with him. I said, Julio, you got to slow down, man. You can't you got to stop getting offended, because you're going to step up to somebody with a knife or a gun, and you're going to challenge. They're going to fucking shoot you, dude. And I don't want to lose you. You're like my favorite kid here, man. It's almost like I feel like I killed the kid, because that went through my head. The very next day, we're at practice. I go, "Where's Julio?" And they said, "Coach, man, he got shot last night." And they told me he did exactly what I was afraid he would do. He's walking down the street with some buddies of his, and somebody, steps up to him, as I guess they call it, and he didn't back down. The kid fucking shot him in the head. I go, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And that happened to me 3 or 4 times in my life, where I had an impetus to go visit somebody or talk to somebody, and then they died. Like my hockey coach from high school, that happened with him too. I was riding by Springfield, Mass. I should see Jack. I know he's not feeling well. I'll get him next trip. Later that fucking day, he died from a heart attack trying to put his boat on, trying to move a boat in his backyard. So I have a lot of occasions with that. So as a coach, I started really trying to, what I call, maximize your moment. Maximize your experience, and be present. Suck all the life, whether it's painful or joyful, suck it all out, because you don't get this minute back. And when we started working on Woods, I rejected a lot of the lines because they're negative. Like, I will never shame someone. Like, you suck, don't do that. I'm like, hey, you can fucking do this. Get it done. It's the same intensity, but hey, come on. I got your back. Get this done. Woods will never call you a shithead. He will never denigrate it. He will win there, and he will fucking raise you up, man. I want you to do well. I'll kick your ass if you don't. It's always an affirmation. And that was not on purpose on my part, because I coached like that. My coaching style was, hey, let's figure out how to make this work. There's no pouting. If you get pissed because you missed the goal, it means you're missing the next opportunity. So get on to the next thing. Don't pout. And that's kind of how I treated Woods. And I used a lot of my personal training and self, and kind of, not religion, but sort of self-awareness and stuff, into the character. And I think that's why the effect is so profound, because I have your back. Like, Woods and I are the same. Like, I want the best for you. I want you to do well. I want you to know that I got your back, man. I believe in you. Even if I have to spend more than 3 minutes, I fucking believe that you can be something special. And it's in my heart, man. I've been through too many kids as a coach to know, shit, all I got to do is open the gate, man. I just got to find a way to crack that fucking gate open. I had this one kid. His name is Gabby. Another great athlete. He come from a hard place. His mom was Polish. His dad was from Trinidad. So he came out. He was, and he was in a very white environment. So he has a lot of intimidation. But and it was like I couldn't get him to buy into the technical stuff. I said, Gabby, you got to step on that front skate. You got to, give you more speed. He's a good skater, and we're at hockey camp, and we're all like, I'm isolating him because he's so worried about his color, and nobody gave a fuck really, because we're all crazy kids from fucking Brooklyn. But he had a real issue about that, and it's from his mom, by the way, who was white. It's crazy how that dynamic worked. And so I said, fuck, we're going right at the animal here. I said, I put him up by himself. The whole fucking class is going to watch you skate. And we're going to focus on it, because you're so intimidated. We're going to fucking put you in the fire, man. And we're all like, supporting him. And Gabby, it's like he's going up and down the ice, trying to figure. I go, Gabby, you got to step on that front. You got to extend the front leg. He goes, but coach, if I do that, I go fast. I go, and we all just fucking laugh. And he finally got her, like, well, what's the problem with that, Gabby? You got to be good at something, and now you can't. It was a really great moment for me. It was like, if you really throw somebody into, into their accountability, force them to be accountable, they will. You got to force accountability. You got to request accountability. You can't demand it, but you can make it, part of the conversation. Well, what are you doing, Gabby? Why are you resisting? Well, if you're afraid, we'll fix that. You're taking accountability, taking responsibility. That's the whole thing, man. For me.
Wow. Man, hold on. Because it's like, whoa, that was, my goodness. Because I have, man, oh, my bad. Hold on. Because I'm
What?
like, nah, because I'm like, I'm feeling it. Like, I'm feeling emotions. Like, because, like, that takes me back to, I have a lot of stories like that, too. I've had, like, people in my life who've been like, well, I was like, dang, I don't think I'm going to do this. I can't do this. I was down in myself a lot. And then I had, like, people like that who are like, hey, man, like this, like da-da-da-da-da, or like, like sort of, they were like the Frank Woods, they were like aggressive, but they loved me, like they wanted,
Yeah.
like, I just.
They smother you with affirmation, man.
Right,
You can fucking
yeah.
do this, man. Get out of your own way. Come on. Try it. Just fucking try it. For 1 second, forget what you know and learn something new. Just forget what you think you know, because everything we're programmed with is horseshit. Our schools, our religion, our communities, the news, fill that with shit that has nothing to do with who we are. Because we don't know who we are as people until we try, right?
Wow.
And once you try, you get a good idea of where you want to be or not want to be. And that's the deal, man. It's like, and when I said, ask me how I know all these things, because I didn't have it. I had to build this. I didn't have that. Even my favorite hockey coach was a shammy motherfucker. He's a former Army Ranger, and he could never get me to do it because I didn't understand what he wanted. He wouldn't speak a language I understood. He had his language, and he was supportive, but he was struggling too. So when I started coaching, I really became a coach to heal myself. All right, this shit didn't work. The way I grew up, I was a football player, and I'd make a mistake, and the coach would bench me. So I'm trying to give you confidence by benching me. Whoa, no, you explain to me, investigate why I don't understand this concept. If he had taken a minute, we'd find, oh, I'm fucking dyslexic. I don't know my left from my right. I'm not being defiant. I'm just dyslexic. I literally do not know my left from my right sometimes. So I have to retrain myself to know left from right, because that's a long story why it is. But that's a challenge that I turned into a kind of a funny opportunity. It's great for humor. I literally don't know my left from my right, so I have to do different things. But that exercise of retraining myself made me strong in another way that makes me a little bit extraordinary. So anything that's an obstacle can make you extraordinary.
Right. Absolutely. 100%. Speaking of obstacles, what was the most difficult part when you first started acting?
Knowing myself. To be good at anything in life, not just acting, you've got to know yourself thoroughly. You have to know why. I remember I was on set once, and I've walked all my life. I know how to walk. I had to walk from one end where I'm doing a commercial as an extra, doing a commercial for something, and they asked me to walk behind the girl. It's like for Maybelline or Legs, something like that, some women's commercial. And I'm walking behind her, and they wanted me to walk from one side of the set to the other, and there's like wires and shit, stuff that you won't even think about, but there's like a cable there, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't figure out how to walk across a fucking set. I've been walking my whole life, but because I in my core, I feel like I am wrong. Like I grew up feeling I am not right. I am wrong. I'm in my core. Whatever I do is wrong. So if you were to accuse me of something, I would agree with you. Even though, say, you killed my mother. No, I didn't. There's a part of it to be a film. Because you're yelling at me. Oh my God, I must be. Because you're mad at me, you must be right, and I must be wrong.
Right.
It's because you're angry and loud. I'm not you, but because someone's angry and loud, it means I'm wrong. Well, no, that's not. That's probably not anything close to the truth. But because of the way I'm wired, so it was really hard for me to just So having to figure that out, like, okay, I'm predispositioned to feeling like I'm wrong. You know how hard it is to learn anything when you feel like you're wrong?
Yes.
So
Oh my. Yeah.
somebody gives you like a direction, somebody gives you, try to teach you something, and you have to resist it, because if you acknowledge you don't know it, that means you're verifying that you're born wrong. It's like original sin for me. Like, I'm fucking wrong. So for me, coming to terms with all that and learning how to turn that into a strength, that was the biggest challenge. Not what you expected, was it?
Yeah, wow. Because usually people are like, it's the people or it's getting the lines at the right time. Like,
It's
wow.
all horseshit. Once you get yourself together, this is life, man. Once you figure out your baseline self talk, initial self talk is, then okay, then you can work forward. But until you know what that is, until you know what card you're playing out of your deck of emotions, your initial, until you know what card that is, and that drives all your reactions to the world, you're not going to know if your reaction is legitimate or not. I mean, I've destroyed so many relationships with women because my reaction is that I'm wrong, so I'm trying to defend something, and she wasn't even calling me. She was just having a conversation, but I responded as if I'm being attacked. Well, that's my problem, and I destroyed a lot of great relationships because I wasn't able to be accountable for what I was feeling. Because not everything's a threat. Most things aren't. And most confrontations have nothing to do with me. Someone else in a bad mood, but I'm just taking that shit out as my own. So that is learning. Once you have that in order, learning lines is easy. Just be obedient. And what is the greatest act of individuality in the world? What is the greatest statement of independence there is? What is it?
um, I guess just doing your own thing. I guess thinking out the box, going out
Wrong,
the.
wrong. The greatest act of strength and independence is the willingness to be obedient, to do what you're told. Because if you're powerful, then you can look at something. Okay, I'm being asked to do something. I'll do that, because you realize that, oh, I'm making the choice. I'm empowered to make it. I'm following this because I want to, because I believe in it. I am being obedient. Oh, I don't believe in it, but I believe in the circumstance, so I will follow this order. Being obedient is the single greatest act of individuality there is, because you're choosing to do it freely. You're choosing to freely follow somebody else's information. That's an act of obedience, and it takes a strong, powerful person to do that. And most are weak because they want. Not you, but I'm not shitting on you. I'm
No,
saying
no,
that
no, no, no. Yeah.
when we use, defiance is not strength. That's what babies do. What do babies do when they want something? Yeah, all they got is no defiance. Because they have no other powers, and we barely grow from that as adults. So we think that defiance is going to get us what we want. It never does, because if defiance means you're going to defeat somebody, and what's that defeated person going to do when they get a little power back? What are they going to do? They're going to come back at you. So it doesn't make any sense to be defiant. You got to find commonality, and you got to find a way to affirm it, and find a way to, like, oh, what do they need, and how do I get them to do it? And once you give somebody what they need, the generosity explodes. But you got to have the balls to resist the infantile desire to defy. I'm going to defy authority. Great. I'm a great coach. Imagine defying me. I got your back. But if you want to be in defiance of me, I can't do anything for you. I can help you change your life, but if you're being defiant, how the fuck can I possibly help you? And that's where individual power gets. No, I'm going to be obedient because I want to learn some shit. I want to see what that person has to offer. Am I doing a fucking lecture here? I'm sorry.
No. You're doing amazing. This is really good. I love these type of interviews where it's a genuine conversation. We're sharing, we're talking. I love those types of interviews, because when I first started out, I would have never had this, because I started in April, and I just late April. It's a whole story where I was it was a random stroke of luck where I asked I don't know if you know who Chester Bennington is. He's the lead singer of Linkin Park. His band Grey Days. I asked his band, could I interview one of their bass players?
Yeah.
Not bass players. I asked, can I interview one of the players? And they said yes at the drop of a hat. So it was a good interview, but it wasn't like this. Like it wasn't really a back and forth. It was like, oh, question, answer, question. It wasn't really us having a back and forth. So I just appreciate these interviews that we're having right now, and it's just awesome talking to you. Period. So I'm just enjoying the moment, man. So what roles do you gravitate towards more?
It depends on the role. It depends on my mood. It depends on how broke I am at the time. It's being an actor. I consider myself successful. I am not rich. I am comfortable. I'm not worried about my rent for next month, but I'm worried about my rent for next July. I'm worried about things a year from now, but I'm okay today. And that's and I'm probably in the top 11% of my industry. And the average actor makes less than $15,000 a year. Yeah, and it's really hard to make a living as an actor. So I do it. So I deem myself a success. I started late. I started in my 40s. I started. So to start late and to be able to say I've made my entire living solely as being an actor, to me that I feel very successful. No, I'm not an A-list star. I got Call of Duty. Call of Duty there's not much money in Call of Duty. Believe it or not, they don't. I made 5 times as much from a Viagra campaign I made in this. Yeah,
Wow.
I made this Call of Duty traditionally does not pay a lot of money. I'm a no name basically in their eyes. So obviously they feel I'm dispensable because he just got rid of me, which makes no fucking sense at all. So obviously they think I'm dispensable, and I'm like, okay, and I have no problem with that. I really believe that you have the right to hire and fire anybody you want at any time. There's like, hey man, being an actor is not a civil right. Nobody owes me a goddamn thing. You don't want to hire me. You have the freedom not to hire me. I have the freedom to turn down a job. And that's how I look at it. But at the same time, are you people fucking crazy? You don't want this. You don't want what I know about the game, the community, the character. I know more about the fucking character than anybody else in the world. I've been doing it for 11 years. I've been writing for him for Black Ops 2 and Black Ops. I've written for him. I've written for Call of Duty, Black Ops 4, on Blackout. So it's fucking crazy. Like, why? And to have somebody if they brought a guy in and they change it, maybe they bring a new Woodson. Why not be a black guy? Why not be a Hispanic guy? Why bring somebody in and have them impersonate me when I'm fucking sitting right here?
Right.
Sitting right here with all that. I mean, if you want to make a change, man. But don't bring a guy in to have him imitate me. Just fucking hire the original. I'll do a better job. It'll be a lot more fun. Plus, I'm connected. I already know 100 million fans. They already know me. Why would you not want that in your game? It makes no sense to me.
Right.
I am far from bitter. I am far from angry. I'm just curious. I go, I have something to learn here. I tell you, wow, I got to find out why this happens. This makes no sense to me at all. So that's my disposition. And I'm not sure if that answered the question, but I just start fucking rambling. You guys poke me, say, okay, Jim, back on the road. This is we're on the 5. We're not going to 4 or 5 state. No exits here. Come on, Jim, back on the fucking road here.
Nah, you're good. I was gonna eventually talk to you about Modern Warfare because I was gonna just talk not Modern Warfare, Cold War, because I do have I have a lot of questions about that because personally I'm just as confused. Funny thing is, when I first heard the trailer, I didn't notice. So then I just didn't notice, and then I looked up because I was looking up who voiced Frank Woods is he in the new game, and the first article that popped up said you're not in the new game. I was like, what? So I went back to the trailer, and I listened, and it's clear as day when you go back. It's clear, and you had said in an interview that not an interview in a podcast, you were like, oh, he wouldn't say, oh, let's get this shithead. He would say something more sophisticated. You know the character, like you.
Well, but did you hear my interpretation? Let's get this asshole.
Yeah.
And that right, he would say that, right? And he was
Yeah.
sitting at the table talking to the president. Which one to sit there and pout? Everything we're doing is illegal. No, he'd fucking like, the fuck, man. It's all. That's news to you, McNamara. You know, he'd be aggressive. He's not intimidated by the president or anybody else. Like, what? That's fucking news to you? You know,
Right.
he would be more assertive. He wouldn't repeat it. Like he'd like, guess well, you know, your operations are illegal. What? That's fucking news to you? Isn't that more fun?
Yeah.
You know, to challenge his, like, as opposed to demanding, no, everything we do is illegal. Like, don't fucking whine, man. Just stand up and like, hey, you're the asshole. You know that. Don't be an asshole. You know, he calls truth out.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, direct. Come on. Yeah, you don't fucking know that, right? Try again. Try again, Ronnie Reagans. I mean, there's so much fun shit I would have said. You know, sorry, Ronnie Reagan. Sorry, hey, Ronnie Reagans, back off. You know, he would be various and more. He's more fun that way, right? Do you feel it?
Yes.
You feel how different it would have been?
Yes. Because I was gonna talk to you about that exact scene. I don't like that scene because one, I don't like when big companies who could easily hire people like you. Like, I'm tired of hearing this story with voice actors. Peter Cullen has talked about this. Frank Welker has talked about this. I'm just sick of voice actors I grew up with talk about how the companies aren't calling them back. And it's not like you guys don't want to do it. You guys have the passion. You know the character. You've been with the character for like ever. So
I took a pay cut to do Black Ops 4.
Are you serious? Wow.
I took a pay cut. I took a pay cut because they were having some budget issues, and you know, they did me good on the writing part of it. There's a separate contract, so I kind of, you know, we kind of held our ground on that. But as far as I took a pay cut for Black Ops 4, so it's not about money. And I don't make that much money, dude. I don't want to dispel any illusions about this. Like, you know, I can't live a year on what I make in the game as an actor. If it's, you know, if I get 30, 40 days on it, I'd have to get 50 or 60 days on the show to be, okay, this, I can live on this year. Because once you take out taxes, agency fees, I'm making about 54% of my paycheck comes home to me. So if I make $1,000 a day, I'm seeing 500. And if I only work 40 days a year, added up, what my take home is, it's $20,000. And 40 days a year is a lot for an actor. That's a lot of days on set, 40. And so, add it up, you know, it's not a lot of money. It's not like I'm, you know, it's not like I live well because of my commercial residuals and my TV residuals. Call of Duty money, there's no residual. There's not a lot of money. So there really is an act of affinity to doing it. You know, I was like, all right, I'll take the gig. And I love the people I was working with, too. I love Dave Anthony, Adam Rosas, all the people at Trav. They were friends. And it was a fucking blast. You know, I just loved to do, we just loved. The hardest day of the whole thing was the last day that Dave Anthony and I did a session. We sat there at the table. We did not want to go home because once we got in the car, the phone would ring, life would happen. But the fucking moment of we just did this again. This was like one of the best days of our lives, and we don't want it. That was just a recording session. We had so much fun, and it's just like we're a couple of young kids playing Army, and it's just so funny. Is make that fucking suck. Like, yeah, who wrote these fucking lines? You know, our exchange. Like, people look at us like, but we're old friends. You know, old friends are, and we just busting each other and we laugh. You know, I make mistakes and we laugh. You know, he makes mistakes, we laugh. It's just, and to leave that collaborative bubble, that cloud of joy of being creative and being kind of really intimate in a creative process with other people. It's like, and all of a sudden it's gone. Fuck. Now what? Right. Now I'm alone again. Now I gotta climb. It's like, it's an adrenaline rush. It's hard to come by. Right. Again, I don't know how the fuck I got into that conversation. I know you asked me something else, and I walked pissy from the other side. You got to rein me in, man. I talk. I fucking talk. You got to rein me in.
Yeah. No, I was just talking about how, like, yeah, I don't understand why they keep doing this to voice actors. I don't know if you've listened to they did a new Transformers series on Netflix. I don't know if you've seen it, but the voice actor from Optimus Prime is trying a thousand. He's putting 1,000% to sound like Peter Cullen, and he sounds nothing like him. And
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's the most insulting part when they replace these actors. Like I'm sure they're fine, you know, they're doing like he did an okay job, no Peter Cullen, but I'm sure the new Frank Woods actor is going to do like a decent job. But the most insulting part is that they're trying to impersonate you, like that's your
Well,
voice.
for me, I
For
don't feel insulted. I feel bad for the fans because they have a certain expectation,
yeah,
and
yeah,
they're being cheated. The fans are being cheated. I mean, like it's a fake. It's an imprint. And okay, but why not just let the fans have continuity? Why not just Woods? You know what you would know what to expect. You've known Woods for 10 years. It's
right,
like basically having your mom kick your dad out and have her new boyfriend move in. Now I'm your dad. No, you're not.
exactly,
You look
yeah,
like my dad, but you're not. You know, that's my dad. You know, and that's kind of what
yeah,
I feel bad about. It's like, you know, not like I was given the opportunity to reply because I know, like, oh my God, I know what you guys like those lines I just gave you. Like, yeah,
yes,
you guys love that shit. That's why I wrote for you. I write for you guys. I know what you're gonna like. I know how to deliver it so you're gonna really enjoy it. Yeah,
yes,
oh yeah,
man,
I know what they're gonna like here. You know, and it's a feeling I get, and it's like, oh, and it's like I don't have to work at it. I just know intuitively how to like that. I just did that line at the table. You know, like, yeah, right. You don't fucking like, yeah, like, you know. And it's like there's just a demeanor that
yes,
look how he's smiling. The whole fucking Woods demeanor just makes it.
yeah,
He's so irreverent, and we all want to be that fucking irreverent. Like he doesn't care about
yes,
consequences. In life, we can't be that way. But
right,
Woods doesn't give a fuck. You can't fucking kill me. The fuck, you know. Like, and we all want to be that guy. So he's a fantasy for everybody.
right,
Yeah, just like you
yeah,
want that freedom to sit there in the present. Ronnie Ray guns. It's not the fucking game, bro. You know, there's vernacular that works, that just comes out of me. A lot of lines
yes,
that we love just come out of me. They're not really scripted. They're just in emotion. Like, you know, Menendez. It's totally fucking unscripted. All right, there's batshit. Where's my smokes? Came out of the fucking blue, man. I don't know where that came from. It just fucking happened, you know.
right,
Hey,
yeah.
dipshit, give me a soda. Get it from the nurse's stash. Some of that diet crap. That's all impromptu. I just drop that shit in it and they keep it. You
That's
know?
awesome. That's really dope. Yeah, because I was looking at your channel and you said a lot of those lines are like improv, like you come up with them and they love them so much or they laugh so hard that they just keep it in the game.
Yeah.
So that's really awesome. Um, man, I'm sorry. We great conversation. What is one role you regret taking?
None. Moving on.
Okay. Oh wow. Whoa, okay, that's dope. What role is the most demanding?
They're all demanding. There's not most. I don't go by demanding. I go by fun. It's fun. Like I don't view what I do as a job. I love what I do. Best part of my day was I get to go to work. That's the best part of my week when I get and the, I love being on set. I love doing this. Um, I get so pissed and jealous when I hear people talk about, well, Tom Cruise went to Tokyo and studied samurai swords for 6 months. I go, who the fuck wouldn't want to go to Tokyo and study samurai swords? Who wouldn't want to take
Right,
intensive helicopter lessons? Who wouldn't want to run around shooting guns and flying
right,
planes? Who the fuck wouldn't want to do it and get paid for it? Are you so
exactly.
you know, like there's all this like impressed like Keanu Reeves and all this Krav Maga for John Wick. You know how fucking fun that is? It's not work. The only reason he only didn't work 12 hours a day because his body couldn't take it. It's fun, man. When we were doing SEAL Patrol, they had us do a lot of combat training. I couldn't get enough of it, man. You know, here, give me a gun. Let me go through again. Like it's like the best ride. It's like being on a roller coaster. Best
Yeah,
ride in the world. So when I hear that demanding, fuck you. You know, go sweetly. Want a demanding job? Go drive a fucking bus. Want a
right,
demanding job? Go work in a kitchen someplace. You know, and I've
right,
done all these jobs. You want a demanding job? Go build pools for a guy paying you $2 an hour and has no respect for you whatsoever. You want a demanding job? Work in a factory. You know, do 9 to 5
right.
is a job you hate. Don't say like you're my role as an actor, I had to, oh, fuck you. You got to play for real. Fuck you, you fucking idiots. You know, I can't take that shit.
Yeah.
I have the easiest job in the world, and all I have to do is be honest with my emotions in front of the screen. Fuck all you guys who say that. No, I'm pissing me off, man.
I get that.
This is the best fucking. It's a privilege to do this for a living, man. It is a gift. It's a fucking gift. And I hate it when actors talk about, well, you know, I had to go study. Like, fuck you. You know, come on, man. Who wouldn't you want to go fucking learn a language, get paid to do it, and then
exactly.
Wouldn't you want to do that?
Yes, I would do that right now. Shoot.
Fuck yeah, right?
Right, yeah.
Come on, man.
So yeah, I completely understand that because I do hear that some people in the you know, they talk in the press that like this was emotionally or physically demanding.
Shut the fuck up. And don't act like your opinion fucking means something because you're a star of a movie. I met these people. They're fucking ignoramuses. They're unread and uneducated. Most of the opinions are like come off of Twitter and are there to look popular. I'm so pissed at Hollywood portraying itself as knowing shit it doesn't. I mean, you again, do your fucking homework. I'm educated, man. I got 2 college degrees. I read all the time. I'm always studying. I'm always trying to improve my brain, learn on all sides of a question. I never watched the 5 seconds of video. I look for the first 15 minutes and the last 15 minutes. I never trust something I see on TV. And you got to have that willingness to suspend your personal bias and do some investigation. And all I see is these fucking idiots jumping on bandwagons and doing this and saying stupid shit that has no relevance to personal accountability or relevance to how do you create affirmation, how do you create a new possibility. And I'm so pissed at Hollywood for doing that. And the self-aggrandizement, like, aren't I special because I'm famous? No, you're not. Yeah, you're talented, but you're more special than a fucking soldier who just got shot in the ass. I mean, we're not special because we're popular. You know, before it used to be popular because you're special. It used to be popular because you did something good, because you had the ability to transform a universe and create an experience for somebody. You could get permission for someone to feel or be something else. Now it's all about, get popular so you can feel special because you're popular. And it's like a cancer, and it's ripping through. And like I have no room for it.
Yeah, a lot. Wow. I hear that a lot too. It's just like I'm where you're at basically. It's just like we have a lot in common. I'm like I love reading, love researching. I don't like when a lot of these celebrities talk and it's like, dude, where'd you get that from? Like I just looked into this. This is what like I don't like this. It's a waste. You just wasted my time. Like if you just we have Google, we have everything at the tip of our fingers. Like you could just look this stuff up.
And what's more dangerous is when somebody has a platform and they assume an air of certainty. Like Bill Maher is certain. And when that poor bastard with the Indian, the Native American banging the drum in front of the Washington steps, he turned that kid into a national pariah. And the kid was and when you see the whole video, the kid was being respectful and honorable. But the slice of video that Bill Maher showed, and he goes, that's the most punchable face in the world. No, Bill, yours is. Because he never apologized. They made such a big stink about this kid being an asshole and being this. When you look at the video, this kid was actually showing respect to the guy and was kind of calming his friend down. Hey, listen, respect this guy. He did the opposite of what he was painted as. And the Indian guy lied about everything. And there's video to prove it's all true. And there was never a retraction by Bill Maher. He never gave the same amount of energy to pulling back the story as he did to beating on this kid. And this kid can't go to school now. He's vilified everywhere he goes. Because what? Because fucking Bill Maher wants to score a few points. I mean, I used to love it. And same thing would happen with I used to love Colbert. Now his only thing he's popular for is shitting on Republicans. And sometimes Republicans make a good point. But it's impossible now to listen to him because he's got everything has to be turned into some type of shit. And it's like, wait a minute. They're not assholes and they're not wrong. There's an idea here that can be investigated.
Yes.
Just like with the Democrats. they're not. There's ideas that are really worth investigating. But if we keep calling each other assholes and putting it in your games, we'll never figure it out.
Won't get nothing done. Yep.
And it's just getting harder and harder, man. And it's not. It's just a matter of personal recognizance. Just stop listening to other people's opinions. Find your own. You know?
Yep. Most definitely.
God, I'm lecturing again. Shut the fuck up, man.
Nah, we're doing great. I looked at your IMDb, and I noticed it said you played on you were on the Transformers 2007 movie.
What?
That's my second biggest franchise. I love Transformers. I grew up on that. What was it like working on Transformers?
Michael Bay is great. He gets a bad rap. He's respectful. He's professional. He is one of the most prepared directors I've ever met. And I've worked with Herzog. I've worked with really great directors. And he is one of the most prepared and detail-oriented people I've ever met. Man, he worked with the military. I loved his. One of my favorite things was I'm in the scene on Air Force One where the Decepticon hacks into the onboard computer and tries to hack into the Pentagon, and so it opens up. I worked on it for like 2.5 weeks, and I got like 25 seconds of airtime. That was it, and all my lines were cut. So basically, I'm sitting there, and the Decepticon comes up between the chairs. And he kind of laughs at us, and he goes, and then the alarms go off. I get up, and I say, and I'm running down this hallway, and I'm saying, all units, POTUS, security, teams 1, 2, and 3 meet at POTUS, and I go, there's an attack and second on our way, so that all got cut out. And so there was, during that action, there were these two girls, really stunning Michael Bay kind of girls, right? Tall, leggy, kind of vapid, Hi, God bless them, they're sweet. And so the military advisor couldn't get them to hold the gun right. He couldn't get, and he walks up, he goes, Mike, these two girls, he goes, not only would they not be qualified for duty on Air Force One, they wouldn't be allowed into the Air Force. He says, oh, no. He goes, they're in my Air Force. I'm making this with a kid in Ohio, in Iowa. He goes, they're in my Air Force. And it's just all this. And then I have a line, right? I go, I'm running out. I say, you're securing POTUS with. He goes, cut, Jim. What's this POTUS shit? And I'm looking at the advisor told me to say that. He goes, and I said, well, he goes, no, it's not. And so the advisor goes, so wait, Mike, I told him to say that because that's your appropriate command for POTUS, President of the United States. He goes, no. He goes, no one uses POTUS. Say the president. He goes, right. No one knows what POTUS is, all right? I'm making this for a kid who may not have an education, okay? Say the president, Jim. Say the president, all right? The president is secure. And shit like that, he's so specific and he knows his audience. He's not trying to win a fucking Oscar. He's just trying to make a movie that people are going to escape and enjoy for 2 hours. And I love that. He's not trying to be something he's not. He makes fun action films. That's what he does. And he's fucking great at it. He's not trying to be special. He's not trying to be anything other than a guy that makes fun movies. So I love that. Okay.
So Instagram says I have like 40 seconds. So what I'm going to do is end this, and I'm going to send you the link again so we can continue our conversation.
What time is it?
For me, it's 5:37.
So we've been on for about an hour?
Yeah.
I have to get on to another thing. I'm scheduled out through the day, so if we cut it short here, it'd be great. I apologize for that.
Oh, no, no.
I got a ton of things to fucking get to today. This has been great for an hour, but I really can't go over on this.
Yeah, I got you.
So we should do it again, though. We should do it again.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, most definitely.
Soon. And
absolutely.
Maybe I'll bring you onto the live stream one day. We can talk a little more. Would that be fun for you?